There is something irresistible about this. It is here. This is so heavy. Ta-dam! The bass. But why do we love bass so much? What makes it so desirable? Researching this captivating topic was an adventure in itself, and I assure you, you are in for a treat. Hop in! We all know the power of a mother's touch, but did you know that it goes far beyond just physical contact? In the depths of the womb, something extraordinary happens. From the early stages of the development, even before eyes can see, our ears start to perceive. Scientists at the Rogers University have dived into the mysteries of our auditory journey, uncovering a fascinating revelation. From 24 to 40 weeks gestation, full-term babies begin to receive auditory stimulation, while visual stimuli are out of their reach. But here is the kicker: the frequencies that make their way to the tiny ears of a baby, they are predominantly low-end or bass frequencies. The mother's body acts as a filter, selectively absorbing and attenuating frequencies above 250 Hz. It is like a natural equalizer. So, for over 9 months, the fetus finds solace in the symphony of bass notes, a comforting soundtrack to its hidden world. But here is the remarkable part. This rhythmic lullaby imprints a memory in our very beings. Have you ever wondered why a rhythmic, soft pad on the back soothes a baby crying? It's because that gentle rhythm brings back memories of the soothing comfort experienced during the fetal existence. Humans have an innate longing for comfort, and our first taste of it comes from the low frequency rhythm of the womb. But it's not always about the comfort, sometimes it's about the danger. Humans possess a remarkable ability to perceive sounds as low as 20 Hz, and there are few animals that can hear deeper than us. It is the abyssal depths of these low frequencies that hold a connection to our deepest fears and primal responses. In nature, a lot of things produce high frequencies, but high frequencies dissipate rapidly in the air. However, very few things can produce deep and loud frequencies, and they are often connected to danger. Just think of the sounds created by a stampeding herd of animals, or an earthquake, or a volcano erupting. Millennia of evolution have molded us, shaping a primal response to these audible threats, the fight or flight instinct. Danger triggers a surge of adrenaline coursing through our veins, heightening our senses and enabling us to confront the imminent perils head-on. You have heard of adrenaline junkies, right? Well, research suggests that it is possible that the brain associates high levels of bass with pleasure due to the mild adrenaline rush every time you hear the loud bass. Over time, this intoxicating combination may pave the way for a fascinating addiction, a craving for the profound depths of bass and the thrilling sensation it awakens. If you're enjoying video up to now, please consider like and subscribe. It really helps a ton. Let's shift our focus to the present and explore what truly gets us grooving on the dance floor. An interesting study from the National Academy of the Sciences in the USA sought to unravel this captivating mystery. Participants were asked to tap their fingers to the series of beats while their brains were scanned. But here's where things get a bit more interesting. In these rhythmic melodies, the subtle offbeat mistakes were intentionally inserted. And you guessed it, people's brain reacted more strongly to the offbeat, lower tones. This discovery led scientists to believe that our human minds have a natural tendency to follow the rhythms of deeper bass sounds. As the researchers themselves explained, there is a psychological basis for why we create music the way we do. Virtually all the people respond more to the beat when it's carried by lower pitched instruments. But what other psychological and physiological effects do bass have on us? Brace yourself for other juicy discoveries about the bass. Imagine being part of a crowd like this, where music becomes a catalyst for a crazy night. And then you notice some weird-looking person taking notes and watching over you. It is hard to believe, but there are eccentric scientists out there studying the effects of the bass on our wildest parties. In November 2022, a compelling research paper surfaced titled "Undetectable Very Low Frequency Sound Increases the Dancing at Live Concert." Almost sounds like a YouTube title, this one. These scientists tried to uncover the hidden influence of the bass on our bodies and emotions. They decided to introduce an unseen force into the mix. Inaudible below 200 Hz bass sounds undetectable to human ears were strategically played through extra speakers. These hidden speakers pulsed through the crowd for 2.5 minutes at a time, while the show raged on for a total of 55 minutes. Now you're probably wondering, how on earth did they measure the impact of these secret bass waves? They equipped the participants with the high-tech headbands, allowing the scientists to track their every move. The researchers observed that the participants moved approximately 12% more during these inaudible bass segments. Even more interestingly, the participants reported feeling a positive emotional impact during these bass-infused moments. So next time when you're high-passing your bass, remember this study. This looks not optimal, but this can be the equivalent of quick charging of your phone. Let me explain. According to a study conducted at Northwestern University, the impact of heavy bass in music goes far beyond just shaking the floor. This time, these curious minds designed experiments to analyze the relationship between bass and our perception of power. Picture this: although people are listening to instrumental tracks with and without the bass, the results were nothing short of astonishing. The participants reported feeling more powerful, dominant, and determined when exposed to music with prominent bass. It seems that music with prominent bass has the extraordinary ability to make us feel invincible. Here is the intriguing part. Manipulating the bass levels did not significantly impact the participants' positive or negative emotions. This suggests that the power effect induced by bass is distinct from our emotional response to the music. In summary, turning up the bass doesn't just make us groove, it potentially unlocks a surge of power within us. It's almost like evoking a super saiyan vibe. So, what is the big conclusion to all this crazy research? The bass is what a streetlight for the flies in the night. When humans hear that thumping bass, we go brrr. I'm able to work full-time on this channel and make videos like this thanks to people who support me on Patreon and people who buys my presets, samples, and my online courses. If you become a member of my Patreon, you will get instant access to hundreds of different project files that I show on my tutorials. And if you need samples and presets that are endorsed by top house and techno producers in the genre, take a look at my presets and samples. And finally, if you want to find a structured online courses, again, I have plenty of them. Take a look at mercurialtones.com. But if you want to watch more videos like this, take a look at here.